Hello everybody, it's Janice, and today I'm here with part 2 of my Mother's Day layout. And when we left off, I told you that I was going to cut around this flower using my craft knife. And I just carefully went around just the parts of the flower that I want to hang over my photo. And I did also do some faux stitching with my vintage photo distress marker with the fine tip side, and I went in and did some faux stitching there. So now my flower can kind of hang over the photograph, and I do want it to be kind of at an angle like this. Now before I stick everything down, let's move back a little bit first of all. I feel like I'm a little bit too close. Sorry about that. A little further back. Should have done this beforehand. Sorry. Okay, so what I want to do is I got this bling mesh at the Duluth, Georgia Scrap Expo, and so it is 12 inches, so I just cut one whole row of it, and I'm going to use it up here, kind of at an angle. But let me test my banners first. Now, excuse me, I have this sophisticated cartridge, which is a Teresa Collins cartridge, and let's see. You'd think, because I have a little boy, that I would have no use for something like that, but you know what? I am a girly girl, and my boy is an all boy, but it's my scrapbook, you know, so I should certainly, you know, tailor it to my taste as well. So that's what I think. And so I cut these little banners. This is on the border feature of the Teresa Collins sophisticated cartridge. And I cut it at 2.03 on my Gypsy. So 2 inches. I'm not sure why it ended up being 2.03. I think it was just me. And what I want to do is put those banners about right there. But I think I'm going to move them up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use glossy accents to attach the bling up here. And then down here, oh, and what I did, I'm going to show you something. I did, this is not pattern paper. This was a background stamp that I got. I think it's a Stampendous one that I got on clearance from Michaels a few months ago. And so I stamped it with Versamark and embossed it, and then I went over it with Malted Milk, which is a Jenny Bolin ink, and this paper is Jenny Bolin, so this Malted Milk is this color right here. So I wanted it all to coordinate. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Yeah, you know what, let's do this first so it has time to dry. Okay, so I'm going to run a bead. Here's what I'm going to do first. I am going to put some adhesive on my banner with my ATG. I love this banner border. Banners are so popular. It's perfect. But you could just use triangles if you don't have a cartridge with a banner. Okay, and then we're going to run a bead of glossy accents. And be generous, because, you know, that bling is pretty heavy. So I'm just literally just running a bead of it. And then we're going to lay the bling mesh stuff on top. And we're going to trim the excess. And we can use that on something else. Needs to come a little bit further out. There There we go. Get my scissor and just trim right here. Now I have a little piece I can use on a card or something. Okay, so there we go. And then this is going to go here. And on the first video, I showed you how to make this pattern paper, which is again just using a background stamp, which I love to do. Then I have this bird from the Teresa Collins Sophisticated Cartridge as well. And I cut the bird pretty large. Cut him. He is 5 inches actually, and so he doesn't actually fit. So he's going to have to be trimmed. So I'm going to cut his legs off. Poor guy or girl, I don't know. And then we are I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn him into this. So I need my craft mat. This is the Ranger craft mat. You can find it at any of your, craft stores. I got mine probably at Michael's. My Joann's is now officially turned different. I don't know anything about why stores do that kind of thing, but they changed everything and they moved everything to different places. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm trying to be a big girl and just be okay with change. It just doesn't feel the same. It feels to me like there's less, like they downsized scrapbooking. I'm not sure if that's true. It probably isn't. It's just the way it feels to me. What do you all think? Do you feel that way about your Joann's? If your Joann's has made the change. I'm not sure, how quickly they're doing this across the country, but they've been doing this at our Joann's for a little while now, and it just doesn't feel right. That's okay. I rarely shop there anymore. I just don't have time. I just go to Michael's because I'm there for work, so that's where I do my shopping. And by the way, this Sunday, the 22nd of July, I think it is, the 22nd of July, we have a crop from 1 to 7. So I hope to meet some of you. I know you've shopped at our store because one of the register ladies told me. Alright, so there's my embossing powder on there. And now I am going to heat it with the heat tool. This is the Heat It tool by Ranger. Michael's does not carry this. Usually you have to get this at a, like a independent craft store, scrapbook store. You can get them online. I like it because it's quieter. I actually was given this one by my neighbor. She didn't like it, so nice of her. Okay, so now it's all embossed, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to do direct to paper technique. I'm just going to take my Malted Milk Jenny Bolin ink, and I'm going to just run it all over. I love it. I love that I can customize a white piece of Georgia Pacific paper from Walmart into a piece of pattern paper that perfectly coordinates with the colors of my paper. So I may be buying more Jenny Bolin paper just because I have most of her inks. And so now, just to clean it off a little bit, I'm just going to use a Tim Holtz Distress foam applicator and just kind of blend it a little bit, because there are pools of ink on top of the embossed areas. And there you go. And so now my little bird's gonna sit right there. And then I cut Mom's Day from Designer's Calendar, and then I cut it out of white, and then I'm gonna take and what I did, and I took the brown sugar and just went over the entire thing like you just saw me do. Hopefully this isn't clogged. Okay, I'm just gonna take some of this. This is actually quick dry in this little bottle. Actually, it's not a little bottle, it's a big bottle. And I got this in the tie-dye section. I was at Joann's and I did see that they had these bottles there. I was taking a walk around the entire store just so I could get reacquainted where everything was, and I saw that they have those bottles. So I'm going to take my Jelly Roll pen and I'm just going to maybe add some highlights here and there. Just to add highlights. Little doodle marks. There we go. Okay, and my journaling, like I said, is right there. Oh, I forgot. I've got the little crown. This is the layer to the bird, and I cut it out of white, and then I took the chili powder, and I just did the same technique and just colored it. And so I put the little crown on the bird. Kind of draw the red in. And then I'm going to take Christmas red stickles. And I think I actually did the wrong side. Doesn't seem to be matching up perfectly. But you know what? It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Really, it doesn't. And I'm just going to color in the crown, the Christmas red. And I know you're thinking, well, you just colored it. Why are you covering it? Sometimes if something's white underneath stickles, it just looks funny. So it's good to make sure you have the right color underneath. Okay, and now I think I'm going to leave it at that. Call it done. So thanks everybody for watching, and don't forget about my catalog show. I'm having a 31 catalog show. I'm going to be doing a video next about another way that you can use your 31 bags. Thanks for watching. Bye.